Hello, Flagler County. Bob Pickering here at the Emergency Operations Center with the latest Flagler weather update. Just a reminder, I'm not a meteorologist, so the weather information I present originates from the National Weather Service. We got a few bulletins in place for Flagler County: coastal flood advisory, high risk of rip currents, and a high surf advisory. Generally means along the intercoastal waterway, you could see some nuisance flooding, typical lowland flooding you see during exceptionally high tides. And out in the ocean, the surf is quite rough and the rip currents are dangerous, so unless you really know what you're doing, stay out of the ocean. Tropics are quite busy. Let's focus on Tropical Cyclone Michael. As of 11 o'clock this morning, was a very strong Category 2 hurricane, forecast to become a Category 3, a major hurricane. Very good confidence on the track of the tropical cyclone being somewhere in this cone, making landfall somewhere in the Florida Panhandle as we get to Wednesday or so. So what does that mean for us here in Flagler County? Our risk of tropical storm force winds has decreased to 20%. So that just means there's a low chance or 20% chance. Like you'd say, the chance of rain, but the 20% chance of getting a sustained wind of greater than 39 miles per hour for at least 1 minute. That's all that means, and a very low chance of that. So let's take a look at what's going on out there as far as the weather is concerned. Take a look at the weather radar at first. This is the Melbourne National Weather Service radar. You can see some of these bands of rain rotating in, and as we go up to Jacksonville, take a little bit closer look and get the Jacksonville radar going, and just bear with us a minute here. We'll zoom in and look, and you can see some of these squally showers. They've been blowing ashore all morning, and some of you have noticed that. I'm sure we've had some gusts up to 40 to 50 miles an hour along the coast with some of this activity, and this is going to be kind of going on as we go through today, and we're probably going to see some of this tomorrow just as well, but probably more up from the south. And what is going on is we have our tropical cyclone here, and it's spinning around. So this is actually not part of the hurricane. The hurricane's down here. You see these bands of cloud rotating in. Some deep tropical moisture is being pulled in and squeezed. The tropical cyclone spins like this, and there's a big high pressure ridge like this, and right where the two are meeting, you're getting some squeeze play in the middle, which is kind of squeezing the moisture out of the atmosphere and causing these little squalls to form. So it's kind of a knock-on effect between the tropical cyclone to the south, high pressure to the north. So what does that mean for us here in Flagler County? Squally showers and breezy through Wednesday. There is going to be a marginal severe weather risk, very, very low risk of some severe weather. Dangerous rip currents and surf will continue at the beaches. Nuisance flooding will be possible again along the intercoastal waterway and maybe in the St. Johns River near times of high tide. This will be very minor flooding at that. And the timing of the worst weather is expected through Wednesday before things start to improve. Stay up to date in case things change. And let's talk about what does that marginal risk mean. Well, that's right here in this area here. So marginal just means that isolated severe storms are possible. There's a chance we might get up into the slight risk category on Wednesday. We'll watch and see if that happens. Right now, this marginal risk only applies to Wednesday at this point in time. So again, I want to encourage everyone, only use official information from the National Hurricane Center for storm information. Remember also to get warned, we have changed our platform. So make sure if you haven't done it yet, go to flaglercounty.org/alertflagler and hit that big red button and sign up. That way you'll get some phone calls if hazardous weather approaches us. If you have a weather radio, it's a good source for information. Make sure it's just working. Smartphone alerts, you can get all kinds of cool weather apps on your smartphone to keep you informed. Always have a plan of action should severe weather approach your location. Remember, a watch means that severe weather is possible. Warning means it's happening. Seek shelter right away. Through Wednesday, expect this onshore flow to continue with squally showers. Could be a few sunny spells thrown in. Some of these showers will be heavy and thundery and squally as they blow through. So for the rest of Tuesday, spells of squalls and showers, breezy to possibly windy at times, highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. Now Wednesday, passing showers and squalls. There could be some sunny spells thrown in. Some intense storms will be possible during the day on Wednesday. High temperatures in the 80s, lows in the 70s. But overall, Wednesday is just going to be a breezy day, gusting up 15 to 30 miles an hour. Of course, there could be stronger winds in some of the squalls. And Thursday, chance of showers and storms, but the conditions will begin to improve, but still remaining breezy. High temperature under 90 degrees, lows in the 70s. And looking at the rest of the week, decreasing chances of rain right into the weekend. Still a risk of the odd hit or miss shower or storm. Highs in the 80s to near 90, lows in the 70s. Stay informed. Weather is always changing. Go to flaglercounty.org. Sign up for Alert Flagler. To do that, go to flaglercounty.org/alertflagler. For the latest from the Weather Service, if you have a weather radio, make sure it's working. Get some information from there, or go to weather.gov/JAX. For the latest from the Hurricane Center, go to hurricanes.gov. That's going to wrap it up for the Emergency Operations Center. Our next bulletin is expected to be tomorrow.